Hi, everybody. Welcome to Vket 2024 Summer.
Hi everyone, welcome.
Hi. Hello.
So if you're seeing this video, it means our exhibition period is starting, and we are here to give you guys a bunch of information on all that and give you a little bit of heads up on how to submit and what is coming up in terms of world themes and future events.
There's a lot of stuff to talk about. So within this video, we're gonna add timestamps. There's gonna be timestamps in this video. So if you want to skip a certain part that you feel that is important that you need to hit right away, we'll have that on the bottom, so you can click right there to just speed through, and you'll know where to watch if you need that certain specific information.
Whatever's relevant to you, you'll be able to find it. So I guess for this video, we might as well do an introduction, because I think a few people will be seeing this one for the first time. So
That's true. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of new eyes here.
Yeah, so I'm Lun. I'm the technical marketing director for the global team over here at Hickey and Virtual Market.
I am Yui, and I work in marketing and PR and social media for.
You sound
Oh,
so
very
unsure.
quiet.
You're so nervous when we do
I
this.
am nervous.
You've
don't know
done
why
this a
I'm
million
nervous.
times.
Done it a million
I've done
times.
it. I do this all the time. It just happens.
You
It's all
literally
good.
stream too on your off time. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Oh my
It wouldn't be Yui. It wouldn't be Yui if it wasn't that. It has to be. It's part of her charm.
Yeah, we love you. I'm Shadow Sensei. I'm the Global Communications Manager here at Hickey.
So we've already had applications for the new VKet Booth Maker March system, and that has been going fairly well, and you've been signing for that. But this is the real meat and potatoes of the whole thing. This is where you have a very short period of time to sign up and to register your interest for VKet. The most important thing about all of this is that it's free. It's completely free to sign up. There is no fees to register your interest to be part of VKet. The only time there's any fees is if you are selected for a PC world. And I will say that the competition for those is pretty hot. So definitely check out some of the mobile-focused worlds, the Android-focused worlds, and some of the other options you have, things like item submission and some of the other things that we're going to talk about. Your options for exhibition this time are far greater than they were before. So don't be afraid to check that out. And for the most part, not only is the application free to submit to VKet, most of the worlds and ways to participate in VKet are also completely free.
I know there are people out there who are like concerned, like, I'm worried about obviously costs or anything like that, and it's like, well, don't worry, there's a free option, and we highly recommend it.
If you are selected and you decide that you're not ready to participate in VKet, there's no obligation. We run 2 lotteries. So for the people who don't complete their registration application in the first round, there is a second round for people who maybe didn't get selected the first time. So you can run through the selection process. Feel free to try it out. If you decide it's not for you, you can back out at any time. No pressure.
So, shall we move on to talking about the worlds that are going to be available?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's do that. Actually, the cool thing within the world that we're in right now, this is actually where we have our secret meetings, and this is a cool place where you can actually see
Can't say that.
some of our. Oh, I mean,
It's the first rule.
this is a weird world, and I don't know what this is. But what is cool about this world that I don't know anything about is that we can actually change the background here to show off some of the cool art that will sort of get you aware of what to expect for VKet Summer 2024.
Yeah, the first rule of Hickey Club is don't talk about Hickey Club.
Oh yeah.
Right? So let me grab the thing.
Okay. Please hold. So here he is. This is Yokohama. We've already announced the Parareal Worlds, but we're just going to do them again really quick before we get through the ones that you haven't seen yet. So this is Yokohama, which is a little bit southwest of the capital, Tokyo, here in Japan. And just to read off the text for the concept and everything like that. So this is the echoing horns from the harbor signal, the new beginning of a world. That's actually, I love the writing of this. This is so well done. Parareal Yokohama acts as the port linking real life and virtual life together. A port town of borderless connection, inviting you from IRL to the virtual side. So fun fact about Yokohama, this is actually a little history. This is one of the main harbors that they used back in I think near the Meiji period, where they use a lot of connecting with the Western worlds and stuff like that, which is why it's really modernized, and there's a lot of Western connections in Yokohama.
That's awesome.
That's not random text. That's from my own knowledge. That's some
That is
Shadow
that
Sensei
is some
knowledge.
Shadow
Little-
Sensei knowledge there.
Yeah.
Love it. I think we should mention, there's some interesting information here. Jump aboard a cruise ship and explore the world out there. And if you look at the graphic here, obviously it's a bit more futuristic, so it will be like a very much a parareal version of Yokohama. So there are some familiar landmarks there, like the Ferris wheel that you see there, and a few other things. But it looks like it's going to take place aboard a cruise ship. All right, Yui, you got Dubai, and
All right.
I will.
Welcome to Parareal Dubai. We've
Whoop.
gathered today in celebration of the biannual virtual market. So this is going to be a replication of Dubai, or at least it's going to have the large skyscrapers and a lot of landmarks.
And so I guess one of the big spot in there is the Burj Khalifa, right? That's the big building in the center there. And we've done that once before. We've highlighted that section, if you recall, in VKet 5.
Parareal Dubai was constructed with our utmost respect of Earth civilizations and managed under efforts of maximum sincerity. So it looks like we put the team put a whole lot of time and effort into making this as close as possible, which seems pretty good. The team does really good with the Parareal Worlds anyway, so I'm quite excited, honestly.
Mm-hmm. There's always a bit of an enhancement there, right? Because it's meant to be a parareal version of it, right?
Right.
So it's like you take the
It
best
needs that
elements of it.
fantasy vibe,
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. It's as if we were invading the real world.
We hold no intentions to invade or sabotage Earth's civilizations. We merely seek to understand your way of life through emulation and imitation. To understand this, the complex nature of your emotions, to understand the driving force that is your commotion. So this sounds like some other, it doesn't sound like it's coming from any humans. So this
Interesting.
there might be some potentially otherworldly beings.
There's some sort of like supernatural element going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got to read the last line. I'm reading this now. You got to read the last line.
All right.
So I guess how do we preface this? Do we say, it seemed there's more. I guess there's more to this than it seemed at first. Like what they're saying here is like there seems to be something deeper here, because that links the last paragraph or the last sentence in there links back to World End Utopia, which is weird. So what?
Interesting.
Yeah.
A connection in lore.
Let us put aside the feuds of the past for a dissipation of boundaries between us, Axel Empire, and Earth Confederation, along with the Parareal Interstellar Alliance.
There's a lot going on there. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's
So if you know about the Earth Confederation, if you've seen any of that in our previous worlds, it looks like there's a third entity now that is going to be part of Parareal Dubai. So
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be crazy. So the artist behind Parareal Yokohama is Hagi. The artist behind Dubai is Yoko Sugawara.
Okay.
And the artist behind Osaka, which I'm about to list, is Mitsuru Tokishiro, is the artist behind that third piece of art there. So we've got more. It looks like I just want to, before I get started, I want to read through these. So behind us we got Parareal Osaka. This is a return to that to the lovely city again, the third largest city in Japan. And of course, there's always a ton of fun things to do there. It is a city of food known as Japan's Kitchen, and here's the description that we have for you. So, hey there, thanks for coming to Virtual Market. You're in one of the Parareal cities right now. They're the places where virtual environments and reality cross paths. After its spectacular entry in Virtual Market 2022 summer, Parareal Osaka is back to give you a taste of the new world. So, adorned by the many newly established pavilions, Parareal Osaka is currently hosting the Universe of All Nature, an exhibit of possibilities, ones beyond the norms of reality. So, expect takoyakis to be in literal boats, the river of Dontonbori to split into a ravine, and the Konichiwa Tower to shoot off into space.
Ooh.
Really? Really? Okay then.
I guess it is right there. It's flying off, and
Yeah, it's rocketing off into space in the key art.
like,
So there you go.
wow.
Both Parareal Sokka and its universe of all nature operates in bounds outside of common conceptions. So even the sky isn't the limit. I have a feeling we're going to be checking out a lot of interesting areas in this Parareal world. That it might be a multi-parter, you know, in some Parareal worlds we've gone before. So we'll see how this one's going to go. So both Parareal, let's see. So now then, oh god. So how do we say this exactly? Is it Nandayanen? It's like what the heck? Nandayanen.
Nandayanen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nandayanen. But what the heck? We've got rocket ships going into space in Osaka. I'm pretty excited for that world now. The description really sets it off, right? Like you're like, okay, you know, it's a Parareal Worlds. It's gonna be a version of the city, you know, whatever. But now there's a lot more effort, looks like, being put into the pararealization part of it. So that's just a comment. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, Nandayanen is a Kansai Ben. It's a dialect that we have here.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's right. We're gonna have to get people to say that, you know.
Nandayanen.
Maybe we'll do a maybe we'll do like you know what we gotta do. So when we go through this world and we tour it, we have the people with us. We have to like put the mic out to people and be like, give me your guess.
Give your best Nandayanen.
Give me your best Nandayanen. That's gonna be great. We'll do that for sure. Let's do that for sure. Well, I guess one other thing to mention too is, of course, our corporate worlds are where you're going to find all of our sponsor information, as well as stream information and core information alongside the entrance world. The other thing about these worlds is that we are taking an extra effort this year to translate more of our sponsor exhibitors' information for an international audience. So look forward to the things you'll find at these 3 worlds.
Pretty cool world is Groove Ground Graph City. All right, so this might remind some people of some just like back in the 90s, early 2000s kind of vibe, right? With like skateboarding was really popular, graffiti, you know, like doing art and stuff like that. So we're doing something like that now for this year's virtual market. It's really exciting. I love the art for it too.
I gotta say, I love this guy's pants for no reason at all.
Yeah, no, sorry. All right, let me read the description. Hey yo, must be no face. Hey yo, you're digging the place. So yo, show us what you got, Ace. Can I be any more white? Oh, this is a whole verse. So I gotta like do this.
It is a whole verse.
With like a whole music.
You gotta
track
rap
and everything. Yeah. The city we represent, the passion-driven paradise for writers to gather and fun camps to get down. That's our hood, baby. Oh my gosh! Don't laugh at me.
You're gonna have to have a beatboxer going.
Yeah.
In the background. Exactly.
Like that.
You're gonna have to lay down some boots and cats in the background while you're doing it.
Some boots and cats.
Yeah, boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and.
But I'm not gonna embarrass myself any further. But yeah, basically, this is like a place where a lot of cool stuff is gonna happen. We're hinting at a lot of like spray painting, Graph City, you know, grooves and stuff like that. So it's definitely like a vibe and callback to the time and era when like that sort of stuff was going on, like in the late 90s and early 2000s. And I'm
hip-hop,
very
breakdancing.
Yes,
youth
I'm
culture.
very looking forward to it. I mean, look at it. It looks sick. Yo, if we can do like pictures on like graffiti walls and stuff like that, I'm totally down. It's gonna be so cool.
I gotta know how to do it. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited for the collabs that are gonna happen in this world.
Absolutely.
I'm more excited.
Even more. Extremely excited.
Okay, so we have our next map, which is Bewitched Forest Noctoral.
Noctoral.
And the artist for the concept art is Kaitan. Our description reads, have you heard of the mysterious forest with its own never-seen ecosystem? Odd plants, glowing life forms, and a single witch living alone in sadness. Pretty sad, yet interesting. I mean, I'm already quite curious. It's as if everything in the forest is inside a dream. What could lie in wait there? The forest is known as Noctoral, known for its rumors of a witch and her spell hiding in the forest. The forest you shan't find, the forest you shan't reach. Most would dream to see such a mystical place in their time, though it's but a myth. It'd be nice to share such a dream over a drink or two. Remember, harmless in nature are dreams, so long as you aren't lost in them, as they would say.
Ooh.
That's honestly, I don't know. This sounds cool.
Yeah,
Anything
really
fantasy forest-wise, I'm all for. It sounds, I always like fantasy nature scenes.
This is amazing. Yep. And we got the Mui fan favorite up there.
They're back.
Yeah, they're back. I'm excited to see what comes of this world. I'm deeply reminded of Curiosity, especially because Curiosity was like you're like in a dream, right? Sort of. It's like very interesting. Okay, fourth concept world. Komorisaki Village. You may have seen a little bit of art in our previous stream, but the description of the world was not revealed at that time. So our description goes: Okomori now. 'Tis cold out there. Hurry back home. Beam those ear to ear. Wear them so they know. 'Tis cold out here. A village it takes. So there's a lot of mystery going on here. It's obviously a very small village in the outskirts of Japan. And oh, you there? Have you come to the festival? What do you think? The thing's called the Komori Matsuri. The place has become lonely after the years, but the festival's twice a year livens back the heart. There's plenty of grub to go around, and Okimori-sama's here to help keep us safe too. So you relax and spread those wings. You might feel so cozy if you didn't want to leave. Gahahaha. So there's a mysterious force holding you there in this ancient haunted town. You're wondering about those flyers we put up? Some kid named Ichiko from the city went missing, and there's a ruckus. Barging in from the outsides like that, trying to cause a mess with the village? Sir Okimori-sama's mad too, you know. So, sounds like there's a bit of a missing person mystery in this world. Yeah. And I wonder, I do wonder, there's posters about all that sort of thing. That's kind of interesting. I wonder what kind of little mini games and hidden areas will be in Komorisaki Village.
So we were actually we had a stream the other day prior to this recording, and it was us mentioning that they were talking about how this world is sort of like aimed towards a more like Japan horror theme. So this is going to be kind of like a little spoopy in its own special way. Which makes it exciting because we'll have like a bunch of like yokai and yurei and like a little bit of like horror and stuff like that. So it'd be really cool to see how they mix that into virtual market.
I love it.
Do you remember? Do you remember us looking at the art? By the way, for everyone watching, we actually were having a moment where like this kind of reminds us of a certain game that came out a few years back. Do you remember the game? Do you remember the name of the game that we thought it kind of looked like the location? It's in like North Washington or North Oregon State.
It's on the tip of my tongue now. It's
about this girl in high school with travel powers, travel back in time.
I'm forgetting it now. Kate, what's the name of the game that made you cry?
Oh, yes. Life is Strange.
Life is Strange. There it is.
Thank you. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. You got it. Life is Strange.
It is. Yeah. So we got.
It does remind me of that. Yes.
With the whole port and the lighthouse and everything back there.
Yeah. The storm is coming.
Are you the yourself you wish to be? Your avatars act as passports that take you to the virtual side. Just like you dress up and wear makeup in reality, what if you could explore your look over here? Go to find the yourself you had in you. This is Ultra Vista, a mall of showcases where you can explore such encounters. Glimpse into new worlds, places where people can present themselves in their best, not bound by the shackles of the physical world. Such worlds await you, the many different vistas. We look forward to seeing how the view would frame your sparkling image.
I love the look of this. And I've been to malls like this, where it's like multi-levels. Well, yeah, one of our most popular worlds over the years was Avatar Showcase and Virtual Showcase. So obviously this world will be focused on like avatars and looks and modern characters, the kinds of things that you find in VRChat every day and in the metaverse every day. So these focused on that kind of thing. I think that it'll be pretty popular. That's for sure.
Yeah. This is the Imperial Scorch-clad Goravag, a military empire nation plotting to rule all of Mahola. Standing proud between the continent-splitting crevice and its magma terrain, the walls here are impenetrable. Day in and day out, these molten streams that heat the power. Even against the harsh environment, many fearless species work here to utilize the rich minerals and craft a convenient life. Carried down the generations, the Emperor, ruling Goravag, bears a big dream to unify Mahola into one, sending troops everywhere and anywhere to challenge other capitals. The handy tools were there to support the cause. Enrollments are open at any time, so why not try the exam?
I wonder if there's going to be some gamification in here to like become like Mokuri Gunma. Right, like it's that's sort of how it feels. Like, yeah, there's a ton of detail in this image, and like some of the Mokuri worlds are a bit more open. This one has a lot of like it's very like the I guess the term in 3D modeling is greebly. It's got a lot of greebles. There's lots of little things going on in the background, lots of steam powered engines. And if you look at Spilled Submara and the above area, which is all steam-powered, the steam-powered city pedal chime, it's sort of like in that. But Mahola seems to be a whole other nation. It also kind of has, so Mahola almost sounds like a Hawaiian word, right?
It does. It sounds like Mahalo.
Yeah, so a little bit, but it makes sense. Like it's a volcanic nation. So yeah, and I missed the Mokuri IP worlds. We didn't have one in the last VKet, so it's nice to get back true to form and have yet another Mokuri world come back. Although this one looks pretty intense. We've got a new Mokuri as well. Zifu, which seems like dragony, and they talk about different species. I guess one thing that's kind of interesting to highlight here is that in this description, the term species is red. So who knows? Who knows? I like it. Man, what a good piece of art. It always is, though. I wouldn't...
Haguruma Wrapped is the... No, not Haguruma.
Was it Wrapped?
It's
Yuri, right?
Yuri, yeah. Yuri did the art for this.
Yep. And Keita Hayashi for the story. It's interesting, though. It's interesting they show this Mokuri here in the corner. Because they're like I guess it's the water type. I feel like they'd be like just evaporating in all of this, but like the like
approved.
Yeah, they're all there. Like they're all there. Like all five
it
types
looks
are
like
there.
The
too.
grandma fish from SpongeBob. It's like, what are they selling?
Yep. I guess they're supposed to be a bit like seals. Like they're water type, but they've got like a thin layer of like seal fur on the outside, right? That's the idea there. Yeah, but like we got Zifu here. There's a Mimi Nomi here. That's Pechika, aka Suzuki-san, and like that's like they're canonically Pechika with the voice acting and everything,
Yeah.
right?
Why is Janorn here? You got a point.
Yeah, Janorn. Yeah, he's just like he's dying. Janorn is just melting away here. And then Greater Mokuri. We haven't had like Mokuri, the character be involved in the key art in a while too, so that's another interesting point that goes on here. I could stare at this image all day. I'm like really curious now. I dig the lore, man. Like I like Maiden Abyss, and I think that I really do dig the lore behind Mokuri. It's way deeper than people think it is. Like people don't realize with all the comics and stuff. Like, man, it's a lot to read, but it's cool. Kowloon Empire Hachiban is the next one. So there's sound effects, man. I gotta do a bzzz. Okay. Incoming message. Okay, I'm sure we can find a sound effect on CapCut. Incoming message from HQ to the agent, unlocking voice communications, and then static. You gotta imagine it.
Add effect.
It's there.
Yeah.
Add effect. Pause. Add effect.
Dramatic pause.
Yep. I hope you can hear me. My name is Spires. I hope you can hear me. My name is Spires. Or, I hope you can hear me. My name is Spires. There's been a circulation of dark rumors about Kowloon Empire lately. Really? Your mission this time is to infiltrate the Empire and investigate what's going on behind our backs. According to intel, the Hachiban, or 8th Ward, is a factory district responsible for producing military supplies. There seems to be a hidden port of sorts there, acting as a loading bay. That'll be your only point of entry. It'll be a difficult task for most, but You aren't the most, are you? Aha. Keep your head low. I'm counting on you. Aha. So this message will self-destruct in 10 seconds is the vibe that I'm getting from that.
Right, yeah.
Secret.
To accept this.
Agent Chan. Secret. Agent Chan. She's got 2 pink twin tails. And is coming
Likes
to
eggs on her
Kowloon
hand.
Ward. Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be cool. I think it's pretty neat. I love the concept here, and like it is like in the side of it. So like Kowloon City, like the last 2, we got to go back to Kowloon on the next stream for sure.
Yeah,
right? Because
we
like
should.
I fucking love the first time they did it, where like there's been other Kowloons. Like there's in VKet 3 there was 2, but it's also like amazing to go into Kowloon from 2021 and you take the train in, and as you're taking the train in, like you see the wall part, and then it's just city, you know, like
Yeah.
it's a good map, man. I love it.
There you go. I'm always a sucker for like cyberpunk looking kind of worlds and everything like that. So it's like, oh yeah, here we go. This is my world.
Key artist for this one is it's Hagurama Wrapped. Wrapped Sun.
All right, I'll take this one.
Yep.
This is Fallen Eden. We've had this one actually last winter, was it? Last winter. It was winter. And that one had like massive boosts in it last time. I remember there just being giant boosts in that one. That was really cool. I love seeing like you have a regular boost in some worlds, and then like you go to this one, like Fallen Eden, it's just like ginormous, multi-story, you know, room-filling booths, which is like so much stuff from like one specific creator. It's so much
A
fun to check
world
this out.
in a world. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, right? That's what it is. There's so much time to go through in each individual booth there, so it's definitely a day consumer if you go into every single part of them, which is fun. All right, now the art here was made by Mitsuru Tokishiro, and let's go ahead and read the description here. Technology has come to a point. The material, the entertainment, the pleasures, all created by controlled AI. Humanity let themselves be immersed in them, be overtaken. It was the closest thing one can think of to heaven, as anything they could think of would present itself forth. If you wish for something fun, it'd be there. If you wish for a job to do, a suitable work, you shall find. And if you wish for peace of mind, there'll be a comforting living room just the way you like it. Living a life they dream, consuming pleasures as they come. A life inside a miracle room where you can design that life yourself. It was thought to go on all till the end of time. Until start of third day. Sound effect.
Yeah.
End itself came to give a wake-up call. Did it come bring salvation, devastation, or perhaps what color will true fruit of knowledge be in our greed-tinted eyes? Another world, another possibility for the Fallen Eden.
Yeah, this map is a continuation, like almost like a what if of the previous Fallen Eden. It's like a mystery of what it would be like to have a holodeck.
Yeah.
Yui, what would you do with a holodeck? I don't know what I would do with a holodeck.
I have no idea. Too much power.
Too much
Pretty fun.
power. Too much power for one civilization, right? I think that's the idea, right? So the continuation of it, like the previous one, very similar text, right?
Mm-hmm.
But with the difference in the previous one was, in such a world, is that what people wanted? In such a world, would people continue to accept like a dream, right? So it's a bit too real, man. With like
Interesting.
AI and image generation and these VR headsets that we have on, I feel like, you know, maybe maybe that'll be us, you know, in 100 years' time. Many anime that follow that plot, you know, like getting stuck. Maybe that's the answer to the Fermi paradox, right? We started exploring inner space instead of outer space. That's a scary concept. Okay, let's do some rapid fire returning worlds.
Remember that thing?
What's
Crossfire, you got up in the crossfire. Remember that commercial?
I think so. It wasn't like a. It was like a
all these
like an
kids,
RC car.
This is how kids play board games, and it's like,
Oh my god.
they were like wearing leather jackets with like spikes in them and everything. They're like, I challenge you, and then like this is these two kids playing, and there's like flames all around them while they're playing Crossfire, and then like the kid wins, and the other kid who loses goes spinning off and explodes into oblivion of hellfire. It's so metal.
It's sometime in the future. The ultimate challenge. Crossfire. Crossfire! You get caught up in the crossfire! Crossfire! You get caught up in the crossfire! 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 You'll get caught up in it.
It's
Oh
so
my god.
cool.
If all board games were that exciting.
That was a loud board game too. It was fun, but it was loud because you're shooting metal balls like the entire time.
Oh,
like, you're
really?
playing it. Yeah, yeah,
Jesus. My god. What?
yeah. It's pretty dope.
I thought the noisiest thing I ever had was like the electronic battleship game, and that one was kind of annoying. I had
was pretty loud too because you're like slamming the lever the entire time.
yeah, there's that too. Oh my god. Or like, oh god, or like remember Operation?
Oh, that was scared me. I don't like playing that. That scared me.
I saw a YouTube video the other day where somebody made Operation 10,000 volts.
Oh
And then
my
hooked it up to
gosh.
themselves.
That's
So if you fucked it up, like, oh my god.
Blasting yourself electricity. That's terrible.
Oh boy. Yep. All right, so rapid fire.
Okay.
Aquadust, Capital, Avidar. This will be a quest and mobile compatible world and VK Cloud compatible world. And that will be returning in a more optimized state for all of your mobile fun.
Yeah.
It's definitely important to go to these worlds. Like, so even though they're returning worlds, even though they're mobile, they are often rebuilt, more optimized. You get more frames, and there will be unique avatars in there for both PC and Android and mobile and VK Cloud. You will find things in there that will work on everything. And so don't pass them up just because you've been to them before. All the exhibitors will be new. So definitely check them out. And you can't be a VKet completionist if you don't get a stamp from every single world, right? So bring your stamp book. Bring your stamp book and get them
We're
all.
gonna separate the fake fans off to this one.
Oh no.
Watch
So-
me.
Yep. For the first time for our Quest members, again, you'll be able to go to Hotel Gajuin. But it will be optimized. It will be Quest compatible. So for the people who do not have PCs and are coming here in mobile or on their mobile headsets, they will have the opportunity to check out this gorgeous
Yes.
hotel world. You want to do the honors? It is World End Utopia, but
World End Utopia Regrowth.
regrowth. So
Regrowth.
it is part 3
Yes.
of the storyline. It might be.
Long awaited.
It might be a mobile compatible map. It may be that it is a cross-platform map, but it is by no means a lesser production. This is the third part of the story, so make sure you check it out. Just because it's cross-platform doesn't mean a thing. You should definitely go check out the world. So this
I know
story-
we've seen the art, or at least the area for World End quite a few times. This concept art is showing it in a new light, which is pretty dang cool. As the name implies, regrowth, you can see some greenery overtaking quite a bit of the landscape here. And I've always loved that, like, post-apocalyptic, overgrown, nature taking back sort of vibe thing. So, I'm pretty dang excited for this.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
And the description reads: Moment. World End Utopia Regrowth is a tale about a land that has achieved peace. About regeneration. Peace was brought about by the one unnamed, who averted the crisis set in motion by rebooting the Tower of Conclusion. Interesting. Amidst the newborn silence, the sun sets, and then rises once again. The machine that took refuge observed the world carefully, while the remaining few visit to rebuild the world. It looks like this is a quote here. So it says, "Oh, Nemesis, the tower that finished its duty. Why is it the imperfect ones that live? So, Nemesis, to live, what does it mean to have life? Even after all the questions, there's not enough. The piece that defines what living beings mean to be living. For World End Utopia to become a true utopia, would the bud bloom once more?" It's a Right. That's actually pretty.
That's pretty cool.
That's beautiful.
Hmm.
I like that.
If you follow the storyline of it, the first one was pretty mysterious, right? So this was like Coquelicot's like world building debut. Was this one, and we've had like it's always been like a fan favorite when it came out in VKet 4. It was like a huge deal when this world came out, and since then like there was a ton of fervor for it. So bringing it back in the last VKet was like a big moment for a lot of people, and I really love that they're going to try and conclude the story, probably at least, you know, or give us some sort of semblance of a continuation in this VKet. The two powers behind this storyline in World End Utopia are connected in other stories that Coquelicot and Keita Hayashi have written around this sort of universe that is World End Utopia. So Valhalla of Iron Ravens and other maps like that have callbacks to this map that kind of show the storyline between what happened before, during, and after the Tower of Nemesis was built. So, you know, it's a pretty interesting journey that's been like half a decade of writing has gone into this world. So it's pretty good, almost half a decade of writing, right?
Yeah,
So
it's a long series. It just keeps going. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's nice. It's one of those, you know, core things of VKet that could almost be expanded into some other media later on. You know, it's pretty cool. That's a great concept. So two favorite worlds are coming back from VKet Mall, Philip Sheep and Open Closet. So these two avatar and item focused sections are coming back. Again, there'll be high performing worlds for showing off specific assets, where you don't have to put a ton of effort into building a booth to have one here. Phil Sheep is a favorite of mine because it's got this like really cool, like what's called a crispicular ray shader that's like on the ceiling in there. So it's like the what it looks like on the wall when water is reflecting back onto like a surface.
Ah, okay.
And it looks really cool. Yep. And Philip Sheep, do you guys know what it's a reference to?
No.
Do androids dream of electric sheep?
Oh,
Philip
okay.
K. Dick.
Oh.
Philip K. Dick. Aha.
There it is. There's a connection.
Yeah. Saw that and I was like, aha! Somebody's been reading the ancient tomes of the metaverse, right?
Dude, I had to read that
One of
book in
those-
high school.
Yep. Yeah, it's a good one. But yeah, Philip Sheep, an open closet. Oh. On your screen right now is the information about all of the worlds and what their limitations are. There's a lot of like new submission methods that you can do at this VKet, so it's a really exciting time for people who want to try other forms of exhibition, and we're giving more official ways to do that too, right? So in Groove Ground Graph City and Bewitched Forest Nocturnal and Komosaki Village and the Altar Vista, Imperial Scorchlight Glory Badge, and Kowloon Empire, that will have our standard booth sizes that like you've come to know and love in a 4x4x5, with standard set pass calls and all the limitations that you would normally find. We'll also have item exhibitions in those worlds too. So in all of the worlds I just mentioned, there will be a regular item exhibition. So you have two different types of pedestals that you can choose from, but you can submit just an avatar by itself with a 1 meter by 1 meter by 2 meter section. So this will allow more exhibitors in each world, more than we've ever had before, in each one of the worlds that we're building now. So further to that, in those worlds, in Groove Ground Graph City, in Nocturnal, in Kowloon Empire Hachiban Ward, we're going to have a video exhibition area. So you'll be able to upload an MP4 file. This will not require Unity or any VRChat creation skill. You can simply submit it through our website, through event.vket.com. This will allow you to have a 5-minute video in the world that people can explore and visit. It'll have the movie title and other information in there. So as you can see, there's a little box, and that will probably be themed for each world, but that video exhibition will be there and available in all of those worlds. Just like you would find video feeds in our Parareal Worlds, you'll have video players inside the regular world, and they don't have to be part of a booth. They can be by themselves. So if you're going to submit a video, there'll be additional slots for that beyond the regular booth lottery. So in specifically in Komorisaki Village, in the Altar Vista, and Imperial Scorchclad Gari Badge, we're also going to have a group exhibition. So this is for your VRChat groups, your streaming communities, your gaming communities, and other groups that you want to show off and entice new members to join, or display your accomplishments for the year. We will have a group banner. It's a vertical poster style exhibition, and there will be a group description, and there will be 2 images that switch automatically between the 2. So you can have like an enticement poster and a link to your community, and hopefully you'll get a whole pile of new members.
Yeah.
Fallen Eden, of course, is the place for you Udon creators and people who are world creators and people who want to build complex booths. So I'm excited to have another like some kind of battle in one of those worlds again, you know, like we had last time. So I'm very excited to see what some of the wizards of people who really want to use that booth. So if you're going to submit to be in Fallen Eden, Alt, Ein, and Soph, if you're going to be in those 3 worlds, there is a greater how do I say this? So we'll have to clip the previous part where I'm stumbling. There's a greater focus on having a complete understanding of building a VKet booth, and you really want to fill that 10 meter by 10 meter by 10 meter space. So it's really reserved for those who really need the space and have a large amount of things to exhibit. This could be a large group of people, or if you're exhibiting a world or an Udon gimmick that requires a bit of space, it's a great place to do it. The build size is much larger. There's much more set pass calls. That is where you want to do that. We will have item submissions as well this time in Fallen Eden, which is new. So instead of just large booths that you switch between, there will also be item exhibitions in that world, which is new for that type of world. So for our Udon Cube, Udon Cube, Pop and Jump, and other large exhibition worlds, we haven't had item booths in there before. This time we do. There will be a huge booth in the Fallen Eden Alt worlds. So they're going to be 25 by 25 by 50. So those are absolutely massive. And these have no limitations on set pass calls and restrictions. So again, this should be a world that is for somebody who has something really huge to show off. One other cool thing about this world is it will have audio link as well with the world's background music.
Nice.
But in Fallen Eden Alt and we're adding a completely new type of booth, and this is all submitted from the web only. This is a VRChat portal booth. So you can show off your own world creations in VRChat, your other communities. So if you've got a pop-in world in VRChat that you feel hasn't got enough attention, or you haven't got it to be trending yet, this may be your chance to make that happen. These are really, really simple. The exhibition submission is just done by uploading an image and a world ID to event.vket.com's my page once you're accepted as an exhibitor. So if you've got a world to show off, consider signing up to exhibit at those worlds during the lottery period, which starts now. Let's see. Yes. Okay, for the cross-platform worlds, there will be a web submission possible for the booth itself, as well as Unity submission possible for more custom booths that you might want to build. It also has the 4x4x5 size that you find in a regular exhibition worlds. The set pass and draw calls are pretty limited, but very close actually to the PC worlds this time, which is pretty cool. You could use 10 different Udon behaviors. It's pretty great. But the difference of this time is that the avatars that you're registering in these must be cross-platform compatible. So if you're going to be exhibiting avatars or new avatars for sale or download at this world, it should be cross-platform properly. We're also doing a video exhibition in those worlds, and we're also doing group exhibitions in those worlds. So in the cross-platform worlds, if you've got a group that is friendly to cross-platform users, that is the place you want to choose to exhibit. You will be given a choice of all the places you want to exhibit at, and there will be buttons to select them in the website. So definitely go to the ones that you think might suit your needs, but don't be afraid to branch out and try the portal submission or video submission or group submission, just in case you don't get picked for a booth this time. Or if you have a group or some friends that might want to do that kind of exhibition and they've never exhibited at a VKet before, this is definitely the time to do it because you've got so many more options.
Right.
And finally, for VKet Mall Open Closet and VKet Mall Fill at Sheeps, we're taking the item submission methodology that we had in the previous VKets when we introduced the item submission part, and now those worlds will be nothing but item submission booths. So there's 2 different kinds of pedestals, and it's as simple as uploading a single item via the Unity scene, and it's a lot quicker process than building a whole booth out with the system that's there.
Booth applications start now and go until the 31st. After that, on 4/10, the first round of the lottery's results will be announced. On the 24th, the second round of lottery results will be announced. Starting May 20th is when the submission acceptance periods will start. From May 20th through the following month to the 23rd. So
that it's a short period of time.
Yeah, you've got about a month to check your emails and make sure everything is squared away. VKet 2024 Summer is going to start July 20th and go until August 4th. So we got that lovely 2-week period.
I'm excited. I think that's the first time, like, mainly the first time we've announced the complete date, right? Is then.
Yes.
And then of course VKet Real on the last 2 days.
Last 2 days, exactly.
Saturday and
So
Sunday.
Keep that in mind.
Saturday and Sunday, JSD.
During that time, look out for where we're going to announce the locations and everything for VKet Real. That's going to be really exciting.
You'll see us there. I think it's it. I think it's everything.
Yeah, we got all the information out.
We did.
Heck yeah.